What's up, y'all? This is God Queen Tyrene here, and I have the fan on, or the AC on over there. You might hear it too bad. It's fucking 80 degrees outside, but it's a dry heat. It actually is. It's not that bad. Pokemon at Celestial Tire, which is at the road of Route 7. Pay attention to the signs so you don't get lost on the way. I don't know about this AI art shit, but all I know is that it's stupid. And I was gonna talk about G4 because this week some shit went down and now it's gone. It's so I think it's kind of tragic. Like I thought G4 made sense in the modern day, where people are watching things on YouTube and Twitch and like pretty much everywhere online and not so much on TV anymore. And I appreciate the comeback. They came back with some of returning staff, like mostly Kevin was the only returning one, and then they got some new faces too, which I was getting to know, and I was like getting to like their personalities and stuff. But I didn't know I didn't watch every aspect of G4. I only watched Attack of the Show and the like those subsidiary shows like the Feedback, the Loop, and the other one I forgot. They had like TV show podcasts where they would talk about like She-Hulk and Rings of Power and Moon Knight and stuff like that. I was down listening to those and they were fine, but okay. So the biggest event I could think of was that they had a member named Brosk, who I didn't watch this. This was probably on like the new X Play or something like that, but she supposedly went on this like gigantic sexism in gaming rant, and she was reacting to, I'm assuming, negative feedback from fans, going on and on about like, hey, we're making this content for you for free, and we're seeing a lot of negativity in like comments and stuff, and it's like sexism, racism, all this stuff. Can you guys just stop being sexist, racist, and everything? Like, and everything she was saying wasn't wrong. But later she made this tweet during the layoffs, like shortly after that. They had like G4 had layoffs. And I noticed a lot of people were gone. And like I noticed some members either quit or just stopped appearing in videos. I was like, oh shit, it's really serious over there. But then she was bragging about how she was still around. She's like, I'm still here. Let's talk about games, guys. It was really in bad taste. And that led to her firing. Which is ironic because in an episode of The Feedback, Kasim G, who I also like, he made a similar joke during a episode where they had like a guest star. She was like a ghost. I wouldn't call her a ghost hunter. She's like interested in ghosts. She's like a paranormal investigator, and they had like this thing in the room that would pick up EMP signals, or not EMP signals, EM waves, or I don't fucking remember. But anyway, they were picking up something, and Kasim was like, oh, that must be the ghosts of the employees that were laid off. And I was like, how does he get to say like something similar and on air, and he's still around? And it's ironic because like that was like a week ago where I watched that podcast, and now everyone's gone. But I was watching like several different people covered the Frost event, and they were like, what she did, she alienated all the gamers, and she attacked her fans of G4, and G4 was stupid to begin with. It should never come back. It was perfect on TV. I miss Kevin. And it's like, dude, why can't new people come around, huh? What's wrong with that? Like, Jesus, the hatred for the new people was so unwarranted just because they were new. It's like, I think a lot of them forget that Kevin Pereira and uh, Olivia Munn, they were also new coming in because originally it was Tech TV, and they had other shows and staff that were like not part of it anymore that they were replacing, and people were just talking out of their ass like with nostalgia, saying like, "Oh man, Kevin was the best part of this channel. Now that he's gone, I can't tolerate anybody. Everybody else is shit." It's like, what the fuck? And I was like, well, no wonder Frosk is like having to like address these things directly, but at the same time, that's also what you don't do is respond to your criticism directly, because that does alienate the people who don't like it for a certain reason and who just don't like them because they're new, and like that part is stupid. But I thought a lot of the new staff were charming, and I was getting used to like watching them, and they were cool and funny. What else? But whatever the case was, in the heat of the moment on camera, she like soapboxed. I don't know. I just found out that like I thought they were purely on the internet, like on streaming sites, not. But they also had a YouTube, not like they also had a network channel on like Peacock, I think, and they were on TV. So they weren't purely on like online. They had some network shows. They had a network basically. And that whole rant aired on TV, and they were like, "Oh, we gotta pull the plug on this," and it sucks. But yeah, people like the one guy I was talking about covering her, like, and other people like her were just using this to say like, "How dare she talk about bringing politics into our gaming space, get politics out of our gaming," and that mindset also created backlash. It's like, I hate that mindset too. Like, you think just because you're interested in games, you're immune to the other things that happen in the world? Like, fuck off. Why doesn't Mirror Shot hit? Okay. And, like, people give Jim Sterling shit all the time as a game journalist for bringing up social issues or explaining how in some way an aspect of gaming is affected by, like, real-world politics and news. And, like I said, I don't think most of the things Frost was saying was wrong, but, like, because you see that kind of sexist or racist shit or behavior from your audience, and, like, you probably wish you could just say, "Hey, cut that out." But if you talk to them directly, it puts the attention on you now. It's like... And if people don't like G4 or new G4, fine. And they have like other outlets where they get their information from, fine. But what they were bringing was entertainment, not just news. And, you know, ironically, I don't think I liked OG4 anyway, because outside of X-Play and like Cheat, that's all I watched. Or, I mean, not outside of it, but like, that's all I watched. And everything else, Attack of the Show, I barely cared about. So I was like, they're not really talking about the games, they're talking about like everything tech, and I was like not interested in that part. So, and then when X-Play kept changing like every time, and then they got new staff for like the last season. Or I think Morgan Webb left already, and it was just Adam, and I was like, this isn't the same anymore. And the channel was already being mismanaged as shit anyway, because it was just having like desperate reruns of like Quantum Leap and Cops and Cheaters and Ninja Warrior and like that weird Japanese game show I don't remember. Like, it would just be that like literally 20 hours of the day, and it's like, this isn't G4 anymore. And it was just like run by someone who was desperate for view counts. Like, we can't get what we need from the things we make, so we need to air all this rerun shit. And it's like, dude, what is this? I think they showed Flash Gordon on there sometimes too, and it was like dumb. But yeah, if you look at old G4 shows, like I looked at a list of them. Oh fuck, and like none of them lasted from more than a year, really, except for like. And Code Monkeys got like one season, I think. The original content, which was like that was cool. They had an original animated show done in the style of like 8-bit games. Like, okay, this is like something I would see now from like Dorkly or something. But it just didn't last very long, and none of the shows on that channel lasted very long. It's like, well, no wonder with the shit. And if it were still around now, like it would have gotten shit anyway, because people are gravitating away from like TV and watching things online, or like having subscribing to streaming apps like HBO Max and Netflix and stuff like that. Like, I don't think TV's going away, but it's becoming increasingly not worth it to keep TV anymore. Oh, I do have Fire Punch on this guy. Because, like, let's get real here. Like, for most people nowadays, TV is a luxury because everybody needs internet to, like, do something. Like, nobody really needs TV. And you can get the same news on the internet as you do TV. So it's not quite obsolete, but it's just not becoming like it's not worth it to just have anymore. Like, it used to be like, oh, I could get TV and internet, and like I wouldn't even think about the TV part. It was just like it just came with the internet, fine. But now it's like, okay, well, I need to, now that I live on my own, I cut out what I don't need, and I don't need TV, and I haven't had like cable since like 20. I haven't had cable since like 2015. It's like 7 years. So yeah, I thought that G4 would have made more sense now, but then other people are saying, like those people I watch were like, well, gaming or no, organized game network like G4 TV doesn't make sense anymore because there's people like there's independent content now that exists, so they're kind of pointless. It's like, well, that's not really fair, because that's like saying The Escapist and Giant Bomb shouldn't exist because like Radical Soda or Scott DeWaz or Markiplier exists, like, but they don't do gaming news. They just do like retrospectives and showcase of like this weird random game I found on like Amazon or Goodwill, like, or they'll just do retrospectives on like games that are already well known. It's like, remember that time Nintendo made a weird RPG called Mario and Luigi? It's like, dude, it wasn't that old. that was like fucking 10 years ago. Remember Nintendo's weird Dylan's Rollin' Western game? Like, that wasn't that long ago. Shut up. I kind of hate that shit. But yeah, I think G4 could have worked now, but, and it didn't seem that mismanaged. Like, I like the casual attitude, like when they were having their show and they would like go off line or not, or they wouldn't like adhere to the script all the time, and some things would happen unexpectedly, but like I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun. Yeah, I know how I sound. Shut the fuck up. So yeah, and this week actually, following the layoffs, I just watched last week's episode of Attack of the Show because it was in my feed. It was in my watch later still. And the week before that one, Kevin Pereira, it was his last episode. So then the last one was like the first one without Kevin. And I was already like mentally prepared for it because he sat out on a couple of episodes of Attack of the Show because he was on vacation. And then when he finally came back, it was like, oh, okay, this is your last episode. Like, he was preparing for something. And the whole vibe of the shows was started to get a little bit off because I noticed that Vanessa, who would like lead the podcast episodes, she was gone, and they said Vanessa's gone for a bit, she'll be back, and then she never came back. And then before that, Avali quit and resigned, and then Frost got fired. So the pieces were all there about like what was about to go down with the channel. I was just like I didn't pick up on it. But this week, G4 announced that like after all these layoffs, we're just gonna shut down G4 entirely. And like Gerard the completionist, who was also a part of New G4, was like he found out through a tweet that he was fired or let go, and like everyone, Kasim, Gina, Will Neff, like the wrestler dude, Austin Creed, like everybody, they were all out now. It was just like, damn, everybody got let go at the same time. It's just Jesus Christ. That is just kind of sad. So I don't know, man. It's just kind of dumb. So, and I was thinking like maybe the view counts weren't like great. Like their subscriber count on YouTube was not even that high compared to like insert random game person here like Scott the Wise or Chad Tronic or anybody. Like their views as a network were like less than significant compared to just one guy, or like Brutal Moose or any of the people I watch really. He is not going to survive. And a lot of people are saying that, and I agree with that. I hope those people get work again. Like they worked so hard to get to this point and work with New G4 again, and now they're just let go. Like after a year of content, like damn, that sucks. And they're all in LA. They're gonna have to go their separate ways, and like it's sad. I think it's pretty sad. Um, And there was like a faction of just G4 purists that were just coming on every video being like, I miss Kevin. All these other guys are shit. I miss OG4. Where's Adam Sester, Morgan Webb, blah, 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 Olivia Munn, blah. Like, dude, what are you here for if you're just gonna complain? And that's what fucking Frost said before she was let go. Like in that rant, she was like, "Look, if you don't like it, don't watch it." You'd never want to tell them that directly, even though it's like exactly what you want to say. Sometimes, like I get it, I understand, but you know what they're good. It's just a loaded statement because you know what they're gonna say is, "Okay, fine, I won't watch it. Huh. I'm more powerful than you." Huh. It just sets it up for that kind of response. It's like, dude, don't say that. And it's kind of ignorant to. I don't think there are many problems with it, but like it invites the idea that like, oh, we know that we're flawed and we're not gonna fix those flaws. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. Man, it's like, look, don't say that. Like, so yeah, it's ain't it magic to watch a planet shrivel up and die. So, can I leave here now? I need to get a new Pokemon. I need to add a new Pokemon who isn't like from around here. Like this fucking deer thing, I don't want that shit. I used to use that thing casually and it was like dumb. Okay, I did what you asked. Oh, hi there. Looks like I kept you waiting. Sorry. Shall we give Skylar her chance to show us her piloting skills? Looks like the professor's reached her solving point in her investigation. Yes, let's get on the plane. That's why you have the most fan art, Skylar. Wait, you guys, I want to fly too. I want to do some research in Reversal Mountain. You're starting to show the dedication of the serious researcher these days. Okay, everyone, Lentimus. Oh, that's right. This is a new city for this game. Um, and that's what I appreciate about Black 2 and White 2 is that um, it was the first time that like it was like the first of all it's a sequel, but like takes the place of like the third variation of those the dual games, and it adds new shit and content to it other than just like changing what when you get Pokemon and who you fight at the end. Is like, okay, here's some new towns, here's different like Pokemon placement, here's some new moves or new move tutors and like different facilities and stuff. Like, I appreciate this. They don't really do this anymore. um I also like this music. Magnet Rise. I don't care about Magnet Rise, so how about that? I am the Master Move Tutor. Okay, yeah, blue shards. Can I learn a move? I have one. Ah, I could do stuff from this. I could get Hyper Voice. Oh, look at all these cool moves I can get. God damn it. You know what's annoying though is that all these move tutors are spread across like different towns. They're not just like in one place. Or I wish you could just learn them without having to travel. Aha! It charged me. Oh boy. The fucking TM I already used. What does this old lady say? I know something about beauty here, but Scholar deserves things we don't have. Oh, this is Reversal Mountain? Huh. Well, I need a new... I thought Lentimus Town had, oh, fuck. We gotta get that guy. I thought Lentimus Town had a haunted house. I don't remember. Alright. I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna get a Grudo for sale. Grudo for sale. For sale. Oh, son of a bitch. Just, like, get him. Just get him to the Greek. Just get him. Just get him. G4. I don't think it was Doom's, like other people were saying. Because how doesn't it fit right in with like modern like entertainment on the internet? Like, I think if it, I don't know, people keep saying independent stuff killed it. I don't fully believe that, because it just doesn't make sense to me. I got it. Alright, who else is here? Maybe I'll look around again. Trapinch and Flygon. That's a good idea. I'll get those guys. I think of course I'll have to level them up again. Oh fuck, don't kill him, you idiot. Ah! That's fine. Wait, you know, I should probably get like a elemental type and probably get rid of either of these, one of these two. But what about Scraftpunk? He's like right here. I'm kind of just farting around and I don't really know what I'm doing. Whoa. Okay, you know what's weird about this game is that I'm like a normal speed, right? If you just hold B, the bicycle guys move faster, and it's really weird. I don't know why this happens.